Yo bro, picture this right now. It's 11:47 p.m. on March 15th, 2026, out on that long, empty stretch of Highway 290 just west of Austin, Texas. Pitch black, no streetlights, just your headlights slicing through the dark like they're the only thing alive for miles. Sarah Thompson's behind the wheel of her beat-up Honda Civic, dead tired after pulling a double at the hospital. Single mom, 7-year-old boy waiting at home with a sitter. She's already thinking about crashing on the couch the second she walks in the door. Radio's humming low, some old country tune. She's yawning hard. Then boom, red and blue lights explode in her rear view. Siren gives one quick whoop. Her stomach drops. She signals, pulls over onto the gravel shoulder, dust flying up. Hands at 10 and 2, heart hammering. Just a speeding ticket, she tells herself. No big deal. The figure steps out of the patrol car, boots crunching slow on the rocks. Tall dude, flashlight beam cutting straight at her window. He leans in polite as hell at first. Evening, ma'am. License and registration, please. Voice calm, cop-like, almost friendly. Sarah hands it over, trying to keep her cool. But something ain't right, bro. His uniform, sleeves too short, badge tilted weird, pants sagging like they don't belong to him. He scans her ID with that light, a second too long, then looks back at her face. Long shift tonight, Sarah? You always take this exact route home after midnight on Fridays, huh? She freezes. She never said her name, never told him shit about her schedule. How the hell does this guy know she works late every Friday? Her mind's racing now, no cap. He smiles again, but it don't reach his eyes. Rough week at the hospital? Your little boy must be missing you. That's when the chill hits her spine like ice water. This ain't no real cop, dude. This is straight up nightmare fuel. And what happens next? You ain't gonna sleep tonight, bro. This is one of those true crime stories that blurs the line between real life and pure horror. Pulled straight from witness statements, police reports, and unsolved impersonator cases that have been haunting highways across the USA. If you're brave enough, smash that like button right now, and let's dive in. Stick around till the end, because the final twist is going to mess you up bad. Welcome back to the Zangi Files, where we tell the darkest true crime, horror, and revenge tales America tries to bury. I'm your host, and tonight we're breaking down a case that's got every driver in Texas checking their locks twice. The fake cop who hacked Sarah Thompson's dashcam for months, learning her every move before he struck. This story is inspired by real, unsolved fake officer abductions that have happened from Florida to Memphis to right here in the heart of Texas. No cap. We're talking 2024 Raleigh impersonator who snatched 2 women off the interstate. The Pleasant cases where the uniforms were perfect but the souls were pure evil. Sarah's nightmare takes it to a whole new level with modern tech. Hacked dash cams, GPS pings, the works. You're probably thinking this can't get any worse, but it does, bro, way worse. Let's rewind a little so you feel exactly what Sarah was living through. For the last 6 months leading up to that night, Sarah had been noticing weird little things with her car. Nothing major at first. Her dash cam, the cheap one she bought off Amazon after a fender bender last year, kept glitching. Videos would skip, timestamps off by minutes. Sometimes the app on her phone would say file corrupted, even though she never touched it. She figured it was just a cheap device acting up, right? But here's where it gets chilling. According to the police reports released later, someone had been remotely accessing that camera for months. Not just watching the road, watching her. Every late night drive home, every stop at the gas station on 290, every time she sang along to the radio, thinking she was alone. The hacker had front seat footage of her wiping tears after a bad shift, talking to her kid on speakerphone, even yawning and stretching in that exact spot where the fake cop pulled her over. He knew her routine better than she did, dude. Straight up studied it like it was his full-time job. Back to that deserted shoulder. The fake cop hands her ID back real slow, fingers brushing her the second too long. You know, Sarah, a lot of women out here late at night, they don't make it home safe. His tone shifts just a little. Polite mask cracking. He asks about her son again, name, school, even what the kid had for dinner that night. Details no stranger should know. Sarah's hand inches toward her phone in the cup holder. She tries to play it cool. Officer, am I free to go? He chuckles low. Not yet. Step out of the car for me. That's when she sees it clear. The uniform doesn't fit because it ain't his. The pants are too baggy, the shirt wrinkles in all the wrong places, and under the flashlight you can see the fabric's cheap, not department issue. Real cops don't look like that, bro. She's thinking about all those news stories she scrolled past on TikTok. The fake trooper in Jacksonville who mimicked unsolved abduction cases from the 90s, luring women with the same polite act before dragging them into the woods. Or the Memphis impersonator last year, who hacked Ring cameras to learn victim routines. Her mind screaming run, but her body's frozen. She pops the door open slow, feet hitting the gravel. The wind's howling now, carrying that dry Texas dust. He steps closer, flashlight down, and that's when she smells it. Cheap cologne mixed with something metallic like old blood or fear. You ever feel like someone's always watching you, Sarah? He whispers. 'Cause I have been. Sarah's heart is pounding so loud, she can hear it in her ears. She backs up one step toward her open car door. Who the hell are you? Her voice cracks. He just smiles wider, reaches into his fake patrol car, and pulls out a tablet. Turns it toward her. On the screen, her own dashcam footage playing. Live. From inside her Honda. The exact view she's seeing right now, but recorded from months ago. Her singing, her crying, her routine down to the minute. I've been in your car the whole time, he says calm as hell. Every drive. Every secret. You're mine tonight, just like the others. That's the moment she snaps, bro. She dives back in her seat, slams the door, hits the locks. He's banging on the window, yelling now, mask completely gone. She floors it, tires spinning gravel, fishtailing onto the highway. But he's right behind her, lights flashing, sirens screaming. She's weaving, phone in one hand, trying to dial 911, but the call keeps dropping. He must have jammed the signal somehow, just like in those real cases. Her mind's flashing back to everything. The glitching dashcam wasn't a glitch. It was him. Months of him parked somewhere close, spoofing her Wi-Fi, stealing footage, learning when she was most vulnerable. According to the later investigation, he'd even cloned her car's Bluetooth so he could listen to her calls. Straight-up obsessed stalker with a badge fetish, mimicking every unsolved fake cop abduction from the last decade. She's doing 90 now, highway flying by, tears blurring her vision. He's gaining. In the rear view, she sees him leaning out his window, something shiny in his hand. Not a gun, but zip ties. The same kind used in the Florida cases that never got solved. She's screaming at her phone, come on, come on. Finally, a bar of signal. She hits record on her voice memos, narrating everything out loud for the cops later. Fake cop. Highway 290, uniform doesn't fit. He has my dashcam footage. He knows my son's name. That audio would end up being the key evidence. But right then, she's just trying to survive. She takes the next exit hard, tires screeching, heads toward the lit-up truck stop she knows is 2 miles up. He's still on her tail, but she can see other cars now, witnesses, real people. She swerves into the parking lot. Honking like crazy, jumps out screaming, he's fake. He hacked my car. Truckers come running. The fake cop hesitates, then peels out. But not before she snaps a photo of his plate with her phone. Blurry, but enough. Later that night, the real Texas DPS finds the stolen patrol car, abandoned 10 miles away. Uniform tossed in the ditch, tablet wiped clean except for one folder. Sarah_routine_2025-2026 with hundreds of videos. The investigation blew wide open after that. Detectives linked him to 3 other unsolved attempts across the Southwest. Same MO, same hacked dash cams, same personal questions that made victims feel like he'd been living in their lives. He was a 34-year-old IT guy from Dallas who got fired for stalking coworkers. Learned how to spoof dashcam apps on the dark web. Picked women who drove alone late. Studied them for months, then played cop. Mimicking the exact unsolved cases that scared him as a kid. But Sarah was the first one who got away and lived to tell on the news. Here's the twist that still gives me chills, dude. 2 weeks later, on April 2nd, 2026, they caught him. Not the cops first. Karma hit hard AF. One of the other victims he'd tried the same stunt on, a tough waitress from San Antonio who'd been carrying ever since her own close call, recognized his face from the bolo. She didn't call the police. She waited outside his motel room with 2 of her trucker brothers. They didn't kill him, but they made sure he'd never wear a fake uniform again. Brutal Payback, no capítulo. He's serving life now in a Texas pen, but the families of the ones he actually took before Sarah, they say the revenge feels like justice finally showed up. Some folks online still swear there's a second guy out there copying the method, waiting for the next driver who thinks it's just a cop. So yeah, from that quiet pullover on a deserted Texas highway to the hacked footage that proved he'd been inside her life for months, to the brutal karma that ended it. This story is a reminder that the darkness ain't always in the shadows, bro. Sometimes it's flashing red and blue right behind you. If this one chilled you to the bone, smash that like button, subscribe to the Zyngi Files for weekly true crime, horror, and revenge narrations that hit different. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Check the links in the description for exclusive files, merch, and Patreon, where we drop the full unedited police reports and victim interviews. Drop your scariest, I thought it was a real cop story in the comments. What would you have done different, bro? Let's talk. Stay safe out there. And whatever you do tonight, don't watch alone.